Have you ever wondered if somebody has access to the files on your computer? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about how to catch some hackers who may be able to access the files on your computer, which sounds like a really scary thing. If you're new to the world of programming and cybersecurity, you're probably running a lot of scripts that you have no idea what they do because you can't yet read the code and you don't know how to read through obfuscated code either. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up something called a Canary token that is going to help trap any hackers or catch them, or at least let you know if they access any files on your computer. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing we're going to do is open up our attack box. And one of the commands I always run as soon as I get code execution on any system is a grep-r and then the word pass, and I'll hit enter and it'll look through every file that has either pass or password within it, and it will display it for me. And we want to come in here and we want to make another directory, and we'll call it test, and we'll cd into test, and then we can gedit a file, and we'll just call it file.txt, and then we just want to put in here our password equals, and then we'll just make up some password, and then we save this and we go back. We can go back a couple of directories, and now we can go back to our desktop, and if we just type in grep-r, we're going to get this file and this password right here. So grep-r is something I'm going to run almost every time I get code execution. Now, I'm telling you this because this is going to lead a hacker to our password that we can then use to trap them. So if we come over here and we type in Canary Tokens right here, it'll be the first one, canarytokens.org, and this is really simple. It just says select your token. We'll select that in a minute. We can type in an email address. So the token I think we'll use for this one is, if you're on Windows, you'd want to use a Windows document. A Windows Excel would be really good. But because we're on a Kali machine, we're going to just use the one up here at the top right here, the web URL. So we'll just go ahead and click that, and then a note that we want it to email us when this file has been triggered, and we'll just say password file. So now if we create this token, it's going to tell us right here, this is the place where this token is going to be triggered. So if we copy this, if you come out here and you go to this URL, it is going to send you an email saying that this URL has been opened. Now, the way we use this, or the way I would use this, is to come over here, and on my desktop, I would just make a file, and I would just call it, we'll just gedit, and we'll say my passwords. And so if we paste this in, and then we say username user, and we'll say password, password 123, just like this. And so now if somebody comes here, and what I would do with this is I would rename this, because they're going to come to this website. It's called My Passwords, and then they would think they have a username and a password. But this looks awfully suspicious right here. So what you can do is come out to Google and type in shorten URL, and you can just use a shorten URL website, and you can just shorten your URL. I would recommend, if you're going to shorten the URL, that you just, if you're seriously going to use this for trying to catch hackers, is to create your own custom URL called like my.volt.com or something like that. So that way the hacker would actually go out to the website, or is more likely to go and visit the website, and then you would get triggered. But when you use one of these shortened URL websites, they often use their own little name in there, and most hackers are not going to be tricked by it. So you're going to need to make a custom URL for this that is then going to direct them to your Canary token that is then going to email you. So we'll just go ahead and open up this top one, and we'll enter the link right here that we want to shorten, and it gives us this shortened URL. Now remember, if I was really going to be using this, I would just get a paid subscription, and I would create my own URL that's going to be like password.volt.com or something like that. But because we are just doing a demo, what we can do is paste this in here, and now if we save this and we come back, if somebody lands on our machine and they are password hunting and they run this grep-r, they're going to land at this right here, and it's going to say that you have this file and it has a password in it, and and its password is password123. So what we would do is we would come to the location where this is, which is just so happens to be on the desktop, and we would cat out my password, and right here we have this URL. So a hacker would come right here, they would copy this and visit this URL, and it's going to redirect to our Canary Tokens, and this will trigger an email. Over here on my second screen, I have my email open, and my email has been triggered that someone has accessed my Canary token. So I would know if somebody has been to this URL and opened it up. So this is one way that you can be sure that your computer is not being accessed by somebody you don't want to have access to it. So if you have any questions or you'd like to know more about how to defend against hackers for your everyday life, please let me know down in the comments, and we'll try to keep making videos like this every now and then. Thanks for watching.